And we welcome you to Dodgers Daily for Friday, September 2nd. I'm Casey Porter of Dodger Poke Report. I'm so glad that you decided to tune in for the next edition of Dodgers Daily. It was Miller time in Oklahoma City. Tulsa got rained out. The Loons scored early, couldn't score late, couldn't hold on, and Rancho finally came back down to earth. They had been scorching hot as of late. There was a lot of great action last night, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it, and let's take a trip down on the farm. It was Miller time last night in Round Rock, Texas for Oklahoma City as Bobby Miller took the mound for Oklahoma City, the AAA affiliates of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and they were taking on the Round Rock Express, AAA affiliates of the Texas Rangers, and they won a weather-shortened game 2-0 against Round Rock. Bobby Miller was the show. He was the story. He went 6 strong innings, which is the 4th time this month he's gone at least 6 innings, and his fastball was hitting 99 still in the 6th inning, so he stayed strong. He gave up 2 on 1 home run ball, but he had a career-high 14 strikeouts. So other than that 1 home run he gave up, he was completely dominant. He has 22 strikeouts just this month, and he has 54 strikeouts in his last 34.1 innings. So the Dodgers' #1 pitching prospect, Bobby Miller, had a big night last night. Like I said earlier, the OKC game got called, but not before James Outman had 2 more hits, marking his 5th multi-hit game in his last 6, and 6th in his last 8. In his last 6 games, as a matter of fact, he is 15 for 23 with 3 home runs, 3 triples, 4 doubles, 13 RBIs, 9 runs scored, and 34 total bases. It's simply mind-boggling the kind of month that James Outman, or at least the series he's had this last week with Round Rock, and how hot he has been at the plate. The AA Tulsa Drillers got rained out last night and will play a doubleheader today on the road in Springdale against the Northwest Arkansas Travelers, the AA affiliates of the Royals. The first game today for Tulsa is scheduled for 4:30. Great Lakes jumped out to a quick lead last night of 3-1, but they could not hold on. They lost 8-5 to the Lake County Captains, the High A affiliates of the Cleveland Guardians. Yorbit Vivas is who you're seeing on your screen. He had 2 hits for the Loons, which is his 13th multi-hit game this month. He also had his 19th double and is hitting .301 so far in August with an OPS of .854. Adolfo Ramirez had a good start with Great Lakes. He went 5.1 innings. He gave up just 1 run, and he struck out 7. This was Ramirez's 4th appearance with Great Lakes, and in those 4 outings, he has 25 strikeouts in 19.1 innings. His average against in August was 192. His whip was just 1.20, so Adolfo Ramirez pitching very good for the Loons. Ben Harris completed his 15th scoreless performance in a row and 26th of the year. He has given up just 1 run in his last 22 innings. He has 35 strikeouts and just 7 walks during that span. Even more incredible than that, he hasn't given up a hit in his last 14 outings, and that spans 17.2 innings. So the young man out of the University of Georgia, Ben Harris, has been pitching just lights out. Single A Rancho gave up 5 runs in the first 4 innings and scattered 8 hits, but could only manage 1 run and lost 9-1 to Inland Empire, the Single A affiliates of the crosstown rivals, the Angels. Bubba Aline, that you're seeing on your screen, was the offensive highlight for the Quakes. He had a 2-hit night, which is his 7th of the month, or he has 7 since the beginning of August, I should say. I need to change that. I have not changed over to September yet. Aline is a switch-hitting outfielder from the 2022 draft out of Maryland that hit .331 in his last year as a Terrapin with an OPS of 1251. The Quakes scattered 8 hits last night. Taylor Young extended his hit streak to 7 games, and it's 7 for his last 21. Jake Vogel, it's 5 for his last 10. He had a hit last night. Nick Biddison had another hit. He is 6 for his last 10. If you remember, he had the 5-hit game. He was the cover of Dodgers Daily yesterday. Luis Rodriguez is 11 for his last 27, and Rain Doncone has hits in 4 games in a row. So the Quakes were able to scatter 8 different hits throughout the evening, only score 1 run, but there you have it. There was all of the offensive action for Rancho Cucamonga. Right-hander Jacob Meador was the highlight of the pitching last night for the Quakes as he threw a scoreless 8th inning. He gave up no runs, no hits, and he had a strikeout. This was Meador's 4th outing with the Quakes. He's a 2022 draft pick out of Dallas Baptist. I've seen him with my own eyes. Very good pitcher. I'm glad that you've tuned in for another edition of Dodgers Daily for Friday, September 2nd. I hope that you tune in tomorrow. I also hope that you visit DodgerPokeReport.com or you visit Dodger Poke on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. I also hope that you become a subscriber to our podcast, Dodgers Daily, on the podcast streaming service of your choice. Hey, if you like this video, give it a like, give it a comment, tell all your friends. Let me know what you think so I can keep providing you content like this in the future that you like in the future on Dodger Poke Report. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and go Dodgers.